Hey everybody, Don Georgevich here with Job Interview Tools, and in this video I want to give you the one most important thing that most people forget to do when they're on a job interview. And this one thing makes all the difference. It's literally the difference between getting hired and never hearing from them again. So if you want to know what that is, stick around because we're going to dive right in. Now before we get started, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you get notifications every time I release a new video. So let's dive right in here. The one most important thing that you need to do that most people don't do in a job interview, it's care. They don't care about the employer. They care about themselves, and they're thinking about themselves all the time. They're thinking about the money they're going to get, maybe the respect they're going to get from this job. They're thinking about everything except the needs of the employer, and to actually care about them. Because sure, they're a company, but what is a company but a bunch of people working together? And these people are looking for you to join their team. So don't look at this company as this big, giant brick and mortar building that's just cold as stone. Sure, maybe you've come across some companies like that where you've talked to them and they've turned you down cold or they won't reply to you. But on the inside, they are people and they are dealing with a lot of people, and so they may come across as cold. So I would encourage you to come across as warm and care. And when I say care, what I'm really saying is to talk to them, to find out what their biggest challenges are in this role. Because the only reason that you're sitting there for an interview, or the only reason that they called you for an interview, is because they have a problem. And they think that you might be able to help them out with that. What other reason is there for a company to hire somebody? They have a problem. They might need to grow. They might need some expertise. They might need somebody to take care of their customers. So when you can walk into an interview and show them that you genuinely understand the challenges that they're facing, and show that you care, and you show that you care by asking them questions about the position. What are the challenges? What are you trying to accomplish? Why do you want to accomplish this? What are you looking for long term? And really try to get to know them. Try to avoid being one of these people, these job candidates, who just sit there in a chair and, rattle off answers to questions the whole time. Sure, there are some employers out there who just try to beat you down and ask you question after question after question after question and won't give you a word in edgewise. Maybe you don't want to work for somebody like that anyway, but I urge you to push back. Push back and ask them questions too about the position, what they're looking for, what are the challenges, what do they want to accomplish, what are the accountabilities for this position. Really try to get involved. And recently I actually had a client come back to me and they're like, Don, I tried to ask them questions about the position and they told me no. And if you get an interviewer like that, that's just downright rude. But if I were in an interview setting and I tried to ask them questions about the position or what they're doing and they told me, no, you can't ask those right now, we'll do those later, I would push back. I would push back on that person and say, no, I really want to know. This will help me give you the best side of myself so that I can show you that, maybe I'm the right person for the job and maybe I'm not. But getting this feedback from you is going to help me understand where I need to be at so that, I can show you my best side. So push back against them. Don't take no for an answer. They're just people. Some of them may seem cold. I don't think most of them are. I really believe that most companies and most employers and most people in human resources are kind. and they're warm and they're genuine. And they're more than willing to have a conversation with you. I think the people that don't, the people who want to shut you down, don't want to reply to you, I think those people are insecure. I think they're nervous. I think maybe they're unhappy in their role, which is, probably why they're not being as kind to you as they could be. They're not happy. They're insecure. Maybe they feel that you actually know a little bit more than they do. And so, they're trying to beat you down. Don't let them beat you down. Stand up. Be yourself. Show them your best side. And if that's not good enough for them, walk on out of there. Go to the next one. Not everybody is cruel and mean. So the whole point here of this, the one thing that you need to do is to care and show them that you can solve their problems. Now, I know that's two things, but I'm just kind of putting them together there as one. Care and show that you are a solution to what they're looking for. And if you're not a solution, be the first one to say, hey, I'm not a solution for your problems. I wish you well in finding someone, but I'm not the person for you. You actually have so much more leverage and power in the interview if you're willing to step up and say, hey, this ain't for me. I'm leaving. I'm out. Good luck to you. If you get to say no first, if you empower yourself to say no first, the balance of power has shifted with you. And I have done this before. I have gone into job interviews where halfway through I'm like, you know what? This job ain't for me. I wish you well. And you know what? You know what they did? They said, you know what? You're here. Let's just keep talking anyway. So we stayed there and we talked for another 30 or 40 minutes. And, we built a relationship. We built some rapport. And if anything else opened up in the future, they were more than happy to call me because they saw that I was in it. I wasn't so much in it for me as I was for them. I basically said, you know what? I can't be the person that you're looking for. So I'm out. And they really appreciated that candor, that honesty. And like I said, when you empower yourself to say no first, you have all the power in the interview. You do. But most candidates give all of that power to the employer, and they let them decide if they're the right person for the job or not. And that's why a lot of people lose out, because they're afraid to show that backbone that they have, that spine. And instead, they just kind of crinkle under the pressure of the interviewer. And, that's why a lot of people don't go anywhere. So I hope that helps you, gives you just a little bit of deeper insight, that's some edge that, you can use in your next interview that might help you go a little bit farther. It might not. It's not going to work every time. These are just little strategies that you need to pull out of your tool belt when the time comes. And this strategy might work in certain situations. In other situations, it might get you kicked out of there. Who knows? But who cares, right? There's lots of employers out there. They're all looking for good people. I know you're good people. How do I know you're good people? Because you're here, you're watching me, and you're trying to better yourself. You are trying to better yourself. You're trying to be the best you can be, the best candidate you can be, so you can go out there and present the best side of yourself to the job market and find a place that, you feel at home at and that they want you to feel at home at. It's like a family when you find the right kind of place. Nobody wants to work for a company where, everybody's cold and you're on the outside and there's no culture and it's abusive. Nobody wants to work for that. Sure, some people get stuck in it. I've been in positions like that too. And you know what I do when I'm in a job like that? I quit. I get out. I move on. I go to somewhere else where the people are like me. And not everybody's like me, but I want to go to a company where, we're all like-minded. We're all on the same page. We're all working towards a common goal. So do those things, my friend. I guarantee you will go so much farther in your next interview. Now, as a special gift for your next interview, I want you to head over to jobinterviewtools.com/top10. I want to give you my top 10 interview questions that are going to guide you in answering, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? What are your weaknesses? Questions to ask your interviewer. This little guide is going to give you a little bit more insight on how to properly answer those questions so you show your best side to an employer, because that's really what they want to see. They don't want to see the you that's nervous and quiet and shy. They want to see the real you. And this guide is going to help bring that out. It's just going to give you that insight that employers want to hear in your answers. And these are some of the same things that I teach employers. I actually have a whole book here on 7 master steps to hiring A players. This is my employer guide. This is not for you. But if you want to read more about this, you can go to thesimplehiringsystem.com. But this guide is designed for employers. I like to teach employers how to properly interview candidates so that they do a better job when they're talking to you, so that they ask you the right kinds of questions, so that they treat you with the respect. So that is all I have for you today. Good luck on your next interview. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you get notifications every time I release a new video. Good luck on your interview. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye now.